We just threw away our entire backend architecture. Over 15 different services, 3 different languages, and 8 repositories. All of it. Why? Because we realized trying to fit AI native product into a traditional deterministic software stack is an absolute nightmare. Hey everyone, I am Abhinav. I am the senior software developer here at TARS, and over the past few months, I am leading the rewrite of TARS 3.0. For context, TARS is a no-code AI native platform. We help businesses to automate the customer journeys. And I'm sharing this rewrite story because if you are a product developer or a builder right now, you are exactly going through this. I guarantee you, either you are going through this exact transition or you are about to. We're all watching system design that is meant for structured flows getting pushed to absolute limits by AI native structures. To understand why we nuked it, you have to look what TARS was. Like any product that grows over the year, our architecture had heavily fragmented into a different microservices. We had an Express.js monolith, MongoDB for the database, Redis for the caching layer, and the same repositories were deployed into multiple different formats, one for channels, one for backend that is handling the chatbot, and one for the dashboard side of things. In isolation, every single one of those tech choices made sense. But as the time grew, you pay the complexity tax. Every single ER, every single deployment had to go through multiple checks, had to go through multiple layers, and onboarding a new intern was a nightmare. Now, if this was a standard technical debt, we could have cleaned it up and move on. But our product had completely outgrown our foundation. The AI was the core of the product, and we were just pushing the boundary around it. The old TARS was good at defining the linear journeys. You guide down user to a specific path and it was predictable. But modern user experience has drastically shifted. Today's journeys are fluid. A customer might start with a simple button flow, but then AI needs to take over. Understand the context, retrieve the information, collect the data, dynamically route the conversation. The ultimate goal isn't just did the bot reply. It's did the agent actually evaluate the situation? Did it reply the user in the context they wanted? Once the conversation becomes dynamic, the AI-driven journeys, the underlying solution starts screaming for the help. Our old conversation was essentially a fixed state machine. We're trying to force systematic dynamic branching on the AI native things in our old rigid conversation state engine. There were complex retriever strategies, evaluation patterns, and different tool callings that were happening inside the same thing. And this was killing us. Why? Because our code base understood only the linear flows. The moment dynamism was introduced, it started to break loose. The special thing we had to do was keep the AI native architecture on the Python backend. So we had a separate Celery and FastAPI based structures that we were following just for the AI. Now, this is good enough if your product has AI as a side feature. But if you want to build an AI native product, it's a no-go at all. So here comes the question that we wanted to ask ourselves. Should we completely nuke our architecture, or should we try to rebuild the same thing that we were trying to do all these years? Because technically the system still worked, but every new AI capability had to fight the architecture, and that does not sound like a good option. The current architecture was shaping the product roadmap in a different direction altogether. So we stopped patching and we decided to rebuild the TARS, and we are calling it the TARS 3.0. One monorepo, one backend, one language, one service, all of it in just one thing. We moved to a Turborepo structure and we consolidated 15 different services into one single monorepo. Those MongoDB, Redis, SQS, Celery workers, all of these things into one Convex backend. And let me tell you, Convex is the star of all this rewrite, which I'll get into shortly. We went all in on TypeScript. Types actually flows perfectly from the database right in the backend directly into the UI. Think about the daily developer experience. Before, it was turning up the server, having the backend ready, having the database ready, and then on top of it, you have to start all different services all at once just to make one simple change. Now, TypeScript end-to-end, Convex hot reloads, there's a fractions of second your changes are live as you're working on it. The rewrite wasn't just the engineering cleanup. It was actually changing the DNA of our product itself. By fixing the foundation, we completely renewed how the conversation engine works internally. The AI native progression was built right from the start. We unlocked the capabilities that were completely off limits. Native tool calling support, skill-based support, and agentic loop that were just an API call in the previous system. The flow is no longer a rigid path. It's controlled by the AI agents that have some capability to decide what they want to do and execute the strategies based on the conversation and the direction that user wants to go. It wasn't just an architectural purity, it was a breakthrough moment for us. AI wasn't a workaround, now it's the core of our product itself. Sometimes you don't rebuild because the system is broken. You rebuild because your future of the product depends on it. And you cannot take chances on this. In the next few videos, I'll go into details why we exactly chose Convex, how did we evaluate and made this decision, and the hard lessons that we actually got to learn while we were working on this. If your team is going through something similar, please drop a comment, like this video, and we'll get you back. And I want to see how you guys are handling this. See you in the next one. Bye.